Guys, what's up? Unsportsmanlike conduct. Gabb and Bree here for another week to talk to you guys about some things that have been going on. And I know Bree has had a better time. She's had a better time.
Yeah, nice bounce back. Listen, last night was great. I'm hoping today goes just as well for the Bruins. If you guys didn't know, we're doing another watch Bree watch her favorite sports teams play a playoff game and rip her hair out stream today.
Wish I could say I was doing the same. Wish I could say I was doing the same, but I'm just here for moral support, and this is my hockey extent. And I'll say, what do I say? What do you guys say? What's our phrases? Do we have anything?
Just go Bruins.
That's go it. Bruins. Who are we even playing? See, that's how bad I am with hockey.
We are playing the Carolina Hurricanes, and the series is tied 2-2.
Yes.
No away team has won yet. So.
Oh, okay. See, I watched a little bit of the Penguins. I got that much.
Okay.
I saw a little bit of that. I know a little about Sidney Crosby, and that's it. So
that's a good start.
It's more than I thought I did.
Aside from the Bruins and stuff, last night Al Horford decided to show us that he
what the hell
has found the fountain of youth and is just unstoppable. As he's been pretty much this entire playoffs. Like that Nets series, he was playing unbelievable, and it was nice to have both Jalen and Jason play well and do their thing, and then have that third component. Yeah, like having that third guy, it's huge. And then this series, I don't know what the hell's going on, but you don't know who's
going to win ever, to be honest. Yeah. You don't know what's going to happen.
And for the Celtics, he's really been the only one that's been consistently on. And as the team's 35-year-old vet, that is massive. But at the same time, you would want more from the young guys, from the leaders. Yes.
Who are going to be there longer, who will be there in the long run.
But I think it's helpful for them. And yesterday was a roller coaster of emotions. That first half, they went into half only down 1, and I tweeted out that it felt like 15. Like for some reason, it just felt like the Bucks were so ahead, and the momentum of the game was just in their favor. And don't even get me started with the officiating. And they figured a way to get it done, and it was crazy. Yesterday was nuts. So,
I was watching. I was watching with a glass of tequila in hand. So don't worry, I saw it all. The thing that I saw that was just the wildest thing ever, when Giannis and Marcus Smart were rolling around on top of each other. Both of them look so stupid there.
So the whole sequence of things, and maybe this is because I'm like hypersensitive to everything the Bucks do right now, that they just piss me off and they annoy me. Mm-hmm. And then I see the Bucks fans. Somebody said to me that, Marcus Smart's a dirty player and blah, blah, blah. And he was trying to go after Giannis's knees. Giannis literally went up for the rebound and jumped on Smart's back, smacked him in the face, elbowed him in the back of the neck. Like he's going to double over. And if you land on top of him, you're going to go down too. So I don't want to hear anything about Marcus Smart trying to injure Giannis, because that's not the case.
They both looked dumb. Like neither of them wanted to help each other up, but tried to help each other up. I'm like, can you just get off of each other and walk away?
This whole thing was so stupid. Like Marcus trying to help him up when Giannis is on top of him is dumb. But then once Marcus finally gets up and tries to help him up, and like he gets like kicked in the face and stuff, and he's like, all right, screw you, and just runs back down the court. I'm sure Giannis was trying to bait him there to try to get a call, which is actually a smart move, because Marcus Smart can lose his temper and do, dumb stuff in situations like that. But at the same time, like, don't kick him in the face. Come on. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just, I feel like for both of them, it was pretty on brand. Pretty on brand for either.
Yeah. I also, and again, maybe it is because I'm so anti-Milwaukee Bucks right now, but like, Giannis is getting on my every single last nerve, and everything he does just like is rubbing me so the wrong way.
Oh, come on. Giannis is the nicest player in the NBA.
He seems like a really nice guy, but the way my mind is right now is like
Like, I need to beat them in every single way,
all
but he's
of
really
his
good.
dad jokes and like his like little
Oh,
silly
come
things in his press
on.
conference. I'm like, dude, shut the hell up.
That's
Last
just
night,
him, though. That's just him.
I
That's his
know, but
personality.
it seems so forced right now. And again, it's probably because my favorite team is playing him and he's kind of
Mhm.
kicking their butts individually.
Oh, I mean,
And
he is
I'm
the
just like,
best
I'm
player in
sick of the
basketball.
guy. But like, he just seems like a fake nice guy right now.
No
And
way. That's just him.
yeah.
That's just him. Come on. I will like seriously say Giannis is probably the best player in the NBA to me, which goes into my next topic, MVP. What are your thoughts on Jokic MVP?
Didn't I say didn't we talk about this a couple weeks ago? And like I said that it's going to be Jokic, and I said Embiid probably deserves it more, but it's going to be Jokic again. Apparently that's like the wrong opinion. I've seen 1,000,001 different people so angry that it wasn't Embiid, and I'm not. Listen, Embiid had a great season. I mean, they both did, but Embiid also has, a better cast of characters around him. And I mean, Jokic is kind of just there, Who does he have?
Yeah, he
Who does
doesn't
he have
have
around
Jamal
him?
Murray. Like, there's no one else helping him. But I mean, either opinion, I think, like, you could say Embiid, you could say Jokic. I would say both are fine options. I just think Jokic is a little. I hate how he plays, and I hate how he definitely gets away with a lot of things, and he definitely harms a lot of people, and I don't like that. I do not like
This is
that.
how I feel about this is how I
Giannis,
feel about Giannis right
yeah.
now.
See, that I don't like that.
He gets officiated differently, like everything. I understand that point of view,
Right.
1,000%.
He is very good, but I would say I would go with Embiid.
I also just, when we talked about this and like we gave our picks and whatever, all I said was that Jokic was going to win mainly because I don't like Joel Embiid. And I'm being a Boston Celtics fan, like I don't like the 76ers. So there's that bias going into it. But yeah, I definitely was shocked to see how many people say that Embiid got snubbed and like this is the total wrong decision. But above all else, I hate how these were leaked. How this and Coach of the Year. Well, Coach of the Year may be a little different because
that was
Booker
fine
was the
because like
one that did it.
I thought that was a fine tweet.
But this one, Woj did it at like 8:00 in the morning, your time.
Right.
And so
so like the people in Denver are barely getting up.
Yeah, like it. I don't like that. I miss the normal like. Remember when there was like an award show? What happened to that? Are we not doing that anymore?
And it's just like it's just really random. Like I was having a nice brunch with my friends, and all of a sudden they decided to tell me that Scotty Barnes is Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
F off.
Yeah, the Marcus Smart one was totally random. Came out of nowhere.
At least give me some time to make sure I'm in an okay state to find out that my Rookie of the Year didn't win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, well,
it's whatever.
We're still not over that one.
No, because that was snubbed. He was snubbed. Evan Mobley snubbed, and I'll never get over that.
What else? What else we got in the NBA? Breaking news right before. Oh yeah, we got Chris Paul too. But that's a lot. But quickly before we transition into that, there was breaking news before we hopped on the stream, probably like 20 minutes before. Ja Morant is doubtful for the remainder of the playoffs with a bone bruise. I've seen the video of Jordan Poole grabbing at the knee. I don't know. I don't know how. Like, I don't agree.
I don't like
that was like
that.
an okay thing to do.
Yeah, I don't like that, but I don't think that's the reason why.
No, if it's really a bone bruise, that's not how he got it. He must have collided knees or something. But if it was like a torn ligament or whatever, yeah, sure, 1,000% would make sense. Yeah, not this though, but that sucks because he's one of the most exciting players I think in the league right now. Yeah, and it's a really fun series too. I know it's full of drama, and I saw somebody tweet that it's a soap opera, and that's like as perfect of a comparison as you could get.
Well, they're literally playing to hurt each other.
It's insane. It's crazy. And at this point, they're
actually doing that.
They're like bitching at each other through the media and stuff and on Twitter, which the Twitter thing I think is a little fun because it's Ja just tweets at everybody. So that little added aspect
given, for sure.
is fun. But it sucks. I mean, he's such a fun player, and that series with him playing has been really fun to watch. Just watch him and Steph battle. So hopefully that changes because doubtful obviously does not mean out. There's still, you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, there's a little bit of one. So we'll see. Hopefully a quicker recovery than expected. And if this one, for whatever reason, should go to 7, which I don't think it will, but
I don't think it will either.
Maybe he can, come back. So
do the Warriors make it to the finals? Can the Warriors win the finals? I say yes.
Yeah. I still think I would take Dallas, though.
I would say Warriors, but I've seen this movie plenty of times. I've seen them beat my team plenty of times. I know that's been years, but I would go with the Warriors.
It just feels like this is going to boil down to that argument that we keep having of, who would you rather build a franchise around? And if the Celtics can play the way they played at the end of the game last night, that fourth quarter, consistently, then I think we're going to look at, okay, it's a battle between Luka and Jason Tatum. Who is the young going to be superstar that's going to get this done? And that would be such a fun series. It would completely divide my house because while I am a Celtics fan and my boyfriend is a Celtics fan, he also is a Luka fan, I think, above all
right
else.
So that's going to get a little interesting.
So that would be very interesting. The last game they played in I think it was March when Dinwiddie hit the buzzer beater and the Mavs won on a last second shot again. It got interesting. There was some words said back and forth. So if it came down to the finals being that matchup, somebody's sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
So,
well, I would take the Celtics in that matchup, but the Sixers are looking a little better.
Yeah.
And James Harden said, I heard you call me fat. I heard you call me slow. I'm not going to get any faster, but I'm going to score some points this game and make it a little more meaningful.
Well, okay. Yes, people have said that. Has it been a lie? Not necessarily.
No.
When you go out and you sit there at parties and clubs and whatever, and you eat the wings after you lose a game and stuff, the people are gonna talk and say stuff like that. But in that game, he did what you think James Harden would do, and he shut him up for that game. And it's
hopefully that carries over.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, yes. I'm gonna totally flip what I was about to say. Yes, because I would so much rather play the 76ers than the Heat.
That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting game. I think there'd be a lot of drama there also.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and it also would
like
be,
to see that.
Knock on wood, a really cool storyline for this team that, hasn't been able to get over the hump to go in and then knock off Kyrie and KD, and then hopefully knock off Giannis, and then hypothetically speaking, knock off Embiid and Harden. So I'm rooting for that. I hope the 76ers end up in the Eastern Conference Finals because, God willing, if the Celtics do too, that matchup is a lot more favorable in my opinion.
Did you see Kyrie on the podcast that he was just on?
No, but I saw him playing Grand Theft Auto or something.
Yeah, that was funny. That was hilarious.
His chirps were what?
He was so funny. Did you hear him talking about OnlyFans on there?
No.
He was talking about OnlyFans, and he was like, I don't care what they do, but they're not going to get my debit card. I was like, okay. Sure.
Good for him.
Fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't expect you to be throwing cash on OnlyFans. I mean, I don't know. It's James Harden. Yeah, James Harden doing whatever.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It was really funny. But no, he was on a podcast, and he went on there and he said, I have so much love for Cleveland. this was the best basketball I've ever played in my life. He's like, I have so much respect for LeBron. Their fans were awesome. Like, he just, nothing but positive words.
What? He's up to something.
No way.
He's up to something.
He realized I cannot keep acting like this. Everybody's mad at me. Maybe I should try this.
I don't know.
He's not coming back here, though, so don't even try to suck us back in with that.
He scares me when he does stuff like that because you can never take this guy for his word. He said he was going to re-sign there. He didn't. He said he was going to re-sign here. He didn't. And now he's saying he's going to re-sign in Brooklyn. He's not going to do that. If he does that, put me on Old Takes Exposed. Like, I will be genuinely so shocked if he sticks to his word and actually does that. But, like, I don't know. That's odd. Maybe he's just,
it
like,
was very unexpected, and it was out of nowhere, too.
Maybe he's just in his period of, like, self-reflection right now, and that's...
Yeah, I had a bad playoff experience. Let's talk about the time I was good so people can remember that.
Yeah. Hey, maybe if that's what he needs to, you know, get over getting swept by his old team, then so be it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with what he said, though, because it was very nice.
Yeah.
And how he talked about LeBron. That was cool. But what was not nice, Chris Paul's family, Mother's Day.
This whole thing is nuts.
Weird.
Okay. Yeah. So I watched the post show on TNT last night, you know, with Shaq and Barkley and Kenny and all those guys. And Kenny said that he spoke to Chris Paul's mom and got the full story from her perspective. And this guy was like tapping her and whatever and wishing her happy Mother's Day and like tried to hug her and was just like super drunk and everything to the point where Chris Paul's wife told the bartender, like, you know, to cut him off. He's like too drunk. He's not leaving us alone, whatever. But then you see the video of them escorting him out and he looks like a 15-year-old kid who's, you know, perfectly sober. It looks like. So I'm just, was it that kid? And obviously we talked about it pre-show. He's not 15. Okay.
So then I saw another thing where that kid, and I don't even know if this was actually his post. People are sharing it and saying that kid was posting saying that he brought people down to the front to sit with them.
Shit.
Like other people that didn't have seats there down to the front to sit with them. And they were in their space doing those things. So people are saying it wasn't that kid, but it was people that he brought with them. But still, at no point should you be all over anybody. Keep your hands to yourself. Like, I don't know how old you have to be to know that, but he should be... He's plenty old enough to know to not.
They teach you that when you're 2 years old. Like, that's the first rule you learn.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself.
And you won't have any problems.
Especially if it's somebody like, well, it doesn't even matter. But, like, I just can't imagine, you know, maybe it's like a privilege thing and he feels like he's untouchable on top of the world. He's got these cool seats. Whoever the hell his parents are obviously have money for seats like that or
important
whatever
organization.
So maybe he thinks he's just like above it and like whatever the ramifications would be, like, wouldn't apply to him or whatever. But like, welcome to the real world, pal. That's not how it works.
Yeah, there's like, see, I'm gonna be such a hater right now, and this is gonna sound so bad, but like I know people that work for certain teams and they just go to the games and they do whatever the hell they want. They think they have no rules. They can just walk around and do whatever. I'm like, you look like an idiot, one, and you're being very disrespectful to everybody else. You don't work there. So just don't act like you do.
And in that video too, like if that was his mom, she looked like somebody like a Real Housewives of like Dallas type person or somebody.
Like,
so
she has some kind of influence.
Yeah.
That's why she's there.
Apparently he's suspended until next season. Oh, so that's it.
Wow. So
only until
nothing.
Next season.
He's not suspended at all.
So that right there tells me like mommy or daddy is somebody close to Cuban or in the organization, because that's ridiculous. That's nuts.
Like a little sorry. Okay, that's cool.
You can't. Whether it was Chris Paul's mom and wife or if it was my grandmother and some complete stranger. Like, you just keep your hands to yourself. I don't
On
care if
Mother's
you're drunk.
Day even?
I get drunk.
Oh my God.
I get drunk sometimes, and I don't go around poking people. Like, I don't understand the logic behind this. And if you're at the point in inebriation where you don't have logic and you're just going to go around touching
You
people,
gotta go.
you gotta go. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe you should drink a little less, because once we hit that level, we have some problems. You actually are going to have some problems.
And if you're 18 years old, what are you doing?
If you're 18 years old and you touch somebody wrong and they punch you in the mouth, you're an adult. You did that.
You did that.
They're not going to get in trouble for hitting a kid because
People
you're not.
are mad at Chris
You're an
Paul
adult.
for like yelling at him. I don't care. Like, I've said this, we've said this every single week. If someone says something to you, they can say back. I really don't care.
So the only thing I didn't like about that was I was in the mindset that the kid was a legit kid, like freshman in high school. But if he's 18,
say what you want.
Screw it. Yeah.
Say what you want.
1,000%. I'm for it. The whole thing is just weird. Like, I don't know how many times we have to sit here and talk about situations like this where, like, keep your hands to yourself. Don't throw shit. Like, just act like a normal human when you go out in public. I don't understand why this continues to be a thing. It's wild to me.
Like, it's just every other game there's someone doing something.
Like, I will say though, it's nice not having to talk about people gluing themselves to stuff with the Wolves being out.
Themselves to the basket. Yeah. At least we don't have that one.
What else? What else nuts has happened since last week in the NBA? Anything?
In the NBA, no, not really, to be honest.
Baseball. I saw the Guardians did stuff last night.
Yeah, so my baseball team won a game. They were losing in the ninth. It was 8-2, 8-3. We came back.
Yeah.
Josh Naylor hit a grand slam. Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. He hit a grand slam. And then we go into extras. We score. They score. The bases are loaded. You think that they are going to score. We get everybody out, go back up, and he hits another 3-run home run.
Same guy,
Josh Naylor. He had a big night.
That's incredible.
Have you seen the clip of him going into the dugout after?
Yeah.
He looks like a psychopath.
I've seen that one.
100%.
Yeah, oh, he's nuts. Totally crazy.
He's a crazy guy. But I'm thankful for everything he did in that game.
Yeah.
There was one of the plays, Jose Ramirez, he snags this ball right down the third baseline. You think the game's going to be over? Sorry, White Sox. See you tonight. He's going to get hit. They're going to hit him.
Why?
1,000%. They're going to – because that's just how that old man operates.
Oh, he's the worst.
They're going to hit Josh Naylor right in the ribs. Maybe actually they'll probably go for his leg because he broke his leg last year. And I will not be surprised.
That actually kind of sounds like a move LaRusso would green light. He's such a loser.
Yeah, he's something.
At this point, you might as well just put 15 up on them in like 4 innings and then just keep going until he loses his shit. Because
you remember that video of him running out in the field last year? Running is a loose term because he was definitely not running. That was against the Guardians, and that was because one of his players got hit. He hates our team. Someone's gonna get hurt tonight, and I'm a little nervous.
He hates everybody, so don't take it personal. When I was, working at a restaurant outside of Fenway, and he was still with the Red Sox, he would come in for lunch before games, and I knew who he was. Obviously, I would try to be friendly, and he would just sit there reading his book, and just like the most miserable person I think I've ever encountered in my life, and that's saying something because I worked in the restaurant industry for a really long time.
And
so
you encounter some pretty miserable people.
Yeah. So, and he always would ask for an Arnold Palmer, and we obviously did not have that. So I would have to make it. And if it wasn't made to
his standards,
his liking, like if there was not enough lemonade, he would take a sip and ask for more. If there was too much iced tea, he would ask me to totally remake it. I'm like,
and how old was he at that point? 97?
This was 2019. So I don't know. How old is he now? Like 90? I don't know.
Well, just look for the highlights tonight when we have like a bench clearing fight.
Oh, yeah.
And
I will be watching.
yeah.
I've got MLB TV. I might be able to toss it on. Yeah, why not? Everybody's up to fight.
I don't know if they're fighters. They seem like nice guys.
If it comes down to it, they'll do it. Everybody's got a little bit of fight in them, even if you don't think so.
And then we post this graphic, the third baseman graphic. Would you say Jose Ramirez is the best third baseman in baseball?
Currently?
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, currently.
Well, no, because I don't know if we're talking about like as like this very day, the way the season is going so far, or just like
I would say right now.
Okay. Right now, yeah, I would switch 2, 3, and 4 though. And I don't personally like saying this, but the Red Sox suck. The Red Sox are bad.
They're going to turn around. They're going to turn around. Yeah,
I think so too. But I've also been trying to tell myself that for the last 2 weeks, and nothing has happened. So I'm running out of faith with that one. But I do think Rafael Devers deserves to be in the 2 spot, big picture. However,
but today is not that day.
Right now, the way the season's going, the way his season is going, he's playing about as good as anybody on the team is playing, but that's not really saying much because nobody's really playing all that well.
Right.
He's having a really great defensive season, and it's just like the bats just aren't doing anything. I would move him down to 4 right now. I would put Manny at 2 because Manny's just on a tear right now, and I don't like Manny Machado one bit, but I can sit here. I can sit here and admit that he's playing lights out right now. And then Arenado, I think I would actually leave at 3. It was a toss-up between putting Rafi at 3 and then moving Arenado down or leaving him. And I think currently I'm going to leave him.
I would say that Jose Ramirez is in the running for MVP. I know we're only like a month into baseball, but if he keeps this up, he will be in that conversation. He is in the conversation very often, but
yeah,
it's looking pretty good for him right now.
I'm at the point right now where the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs are
there's too much going
on. The
on,
most exciting thing going right now, and my teams are actually in it and playing well and everything. So unless the Red Sox figure their shit out,
it's not one of the concerns.
They're on the back burner for the time being.
Yeah, see, the Cavs for me are on the very last because there's like absolutely nothing there for them. There's nothing. And then I would put the Browns because clearly they're drama. The Browns just their team slogan should be "Welcome to drama." We're basically keeping up with the Kardashians, just sub in Browns instead of Kardashians because it is a reality TV show at this point, and it will never change.
The whole Browns situation with just. I've always said watching as an outsider is hysterical, but as you and I have become like closer and closer, and I see all of this stuff.
Like you just can't even make some of it up at this point. You cannot make it up at this point.
Sometimes I look at some of the stuff that you get tweeted at you and whatever, and I'm just like, man.
I just think some of those, they're not real people. They cannot all be real people.
That one person from the Sooners fan base is nuts.
Out of control. She's
absolutely insane.
Just the Sooner fans in general, I'm sorry, Sooner fans, please don't hate me, but your fan base out of control. Every fan base sucks.
Girlfriend, they already do. Don't just let it happen. Just let it happen.
But I'm just gonna say, like, their fan base might be the worst. However, every fan base sucks.
I just can't understand the mentality behind all of this. Hatred
they don't act like that with
that they spew.
They don't act like that with other people that have played for them.
Yeah,
and
I just can't. Baker Mayfield, of all people you're going to get mad about and you're going to tweet nasty things at people about. Baker Mayfield, what has he done? What has he done?
They see good for you in themselves in him. They see themselves in him, and they feel like they can achieve what he's achieved, which is, I don't know. He's basically doing like political BS in Austin right now. That's what he's doing with his offseason. And I'm like, you don't have anything better to do. But the tweet I was going to tell you that was super funny. So do you know what Ballsack Sports is?
Yes.
Like the fake
I've seen their account, and a lot of it I think is hysterical.
It's funny. Like
the fact that actual like big
fall for it.
Media outlets and stuff, they all fall for it is insane. Like how do you read that and think that
if you see a Twitter that says Ballsack, how do you think Oh, this is a reliable source.
Normal person, something would go off in their head and think, maybe something is not right with this.
Well, there's an account.
Continue.
It says Cleveland-based beat reporter for Ballsack Sports in their bio.
Nice.
So, obviously a normal person would be like, wow, that is funny. Not real, but it's funny. They tweeted something that says breaking Baker Mayfield fans are planning a, in quotes, ride with six protest outside of Browns headquarters in Berea, Ohio. Fans of the disgraced former QB are organizing and will be advocating for the release of Mayfield from the team. Protest route below. And there's like a map of where it's going to be, a photo of Baker Mayfield. And Oklahoma fans are so mad that people were saying that he sucks. And they're like, this is a good idea. Like, hopefully they release him.
So, okay, I was about to say that actually sounds like something that would happen.
Well, yeah, it does sound like something that will happen, but they're just going along with it. And I'm like, and then there's other people that are like, I can't believe Browns fans are doing this. This is so embarrassing. I'm like, maybe you're embarrassing.
Yeah, the most embarrassing part is that you actually believe that that's a real thing.
But yeah, it's funny that people are quoting it saying free Baker.
I can't. The whole situation, the fans included, is just...
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. You want to know the new topic of the week? The new topic is, so there's a reporter in Cleveland. He got blocked by Deshaun Watson on Twitter.
Okay.
He tweeted it. A reporter tweeted it and said, I thought we got, in quotes, an adult QB. And then, so for me, block whoever you want to block, because I block a lot of people. If I don't want to see something, I don't want to see something.
Yeah.
And this man is just getting roasted. And people are using that saying well, Baker Mayfield would never block anybody. And if he did, it would be, and then if he did, it would be front page news on the newspaper early in the morning as soon as it happened. And I go, you guys are out of control.
What is up with this Baker fan base? I
don't know. It is a nightmare. But that's where we're at this week. That's my Baker Mayfield Cleveland Browns update. Don't have anything else about him.
Oh no. Something bad is about to happen. I don't like how this looks. Shit. Fuck. All right. Well,
give us the breakdown.
All right. So it is 2-0 Carolina Hurricanes. They just scored on a power play that definitely should have been matching minors. This is a shit show currently. This is not going well. Not saying that the Bruins are playing all that great, but that last call,
but it could be better.
Oh man,
could be better.
Shit. It's all right. It's all right. We got a lot of game left.
The hockey games are long.
A lot of game left.
Hockey games are very long. I know that much.
And the Bruins, they've scored, 5 points the other day, 5 points the day before. It was Tony DeAngelo. Fuck that guy. Sorry.
That's okay. You mean it though, so that's fine. That was me with Tony La Russa. So that's what you got to do.
Man,
nothing
that
wrong
guy's
with
the
it.
Worst. So a little bit of background story about that guy is he's what's the nicest way to put this? He's not a good person when it comes to people of differing opinions and colors and stuff like that.
Seems very hockey.
So
yeah.
Is Gabby rooting for the Bruins or the Kings? Why don't you answer that question?
What do you guys think? What do you guys think I'm rooting for? There's only one right answer. I only have one hockey team. This is my only hockey team because I don't root for any. We're rooting for the Bruins. So
This I liked it better when we did the watch along and my team was up
winning.
30 points. That was a lot more
Oh my
enjoyable.
God. Yeah, I liked that. I like that for you too.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever participated in a watch along where my team actually won, but my teams don't really win that often. So
somebody said, of course it was him. Yeah, it's the Tony D'Angelo hate runs through these veins stronger than most. As a fellow Italian, we don't claim him.
we
don't. And yeah, wow, seeing him score that goal was probably the worst thing that could possibly happen tonight.
Oh. Okay, well, if you want to talk about something that's more positive to your life, let's talk about Tom Brady.
Oh man,
Tom Brady's not going anywhere. Tom Brady is rich. Tom Brady got paid. Tom Brady is him.
I saw a tweet that said currently he has only made like only I know.
Right, like
$302 million in his career. This deal is worth more than that.
Yeah,
it's insane. And then seeing all the people getting upset that he's getting all this money because he's never done a broadcasting thing before and
see,
blah,
that's
blah,
what I
blah.
hate.
Like, it's Tom Brady. Obviously, somebody's going to throw the bag at him. And Fox was the one to do it. Like, sorry.
Yeah, this is what I don't understand. This is a quick little rant. What I don't understand is like, so I get it. People work hard to get where they go. But Tom Brady has also worked hard to build the brand that he has. And people are going to pay money to watch him. It's not that he hasn't worked to do that. It's just he's worked in his own brand and people are going to pay to watch him. It's like when people get mad when they bring like different influencers to different sports and shit. They're like, oh, why are they doing that? Why don't you bring someone else? They're paying for the views. And the views that they're getting is a lot more. And I know that sucks.
Like him or not, he's going to bring so much traction to Fox and to these broadcasts.
Yeah. It's all about the money.
It's really brilliant. And if you have ever watched like any of these documentaries that either he's put out or like after the Patriots have won a Super Bowl or anything, and you actually sit there and you listen to him break down the game, like there'll be shots of him doing like game film. He's brilliant. There's a reason why he's the greatest quarterback of all time, because he can see everything that's happening, knows everything that's happening, can break it down, can explain it to you like you're 5 years old and get you to understand it. Like, he's going to be so good at this when it finally happens. I'm going to say probably 2 years.
Right. Because I feel like this like speeds it up a little bit.
Yeah. I think knowing that he's got this secured, he's got this insane paycheck secured for 10 years.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited. And to all you Brady haters that thought once he retired, you'd be done with him. Sorry, he's not going away.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone thought it was like such a big surprise. I feel like, I don't know, I felt like he was always going to do something more than just football. He's been so active on social media, posting things like, even just from his TikTok, he's just funny. He's a funny guy.
I thought he would take like maybe a year or two in between. I always
do whatever.
Yeah, I always thought he was going to end up in broadcasting after like Breeze did and Romo and everything, because I think he'd be very, very good at it. But I kind of just thought he'd take a break for a little bit. But maybe
he's ready to go. And the money, the money says a lot.
Giselle's been the breadwinner their entire marriage.
Yeah, maybe
maybe she said to him, hey, time to pull your own weight.
He's coming for that title. Also, he's going to provide like stories from different teams that you haven't heard before. And that's enough to pay for in itself.
I don't care what anybody says. It's going to be so good. If you guys all think that Tony Romo is good with his analysis and stuff during games and all the weird sounds and stuff he makes, being the quarterback that he was, like, Brady is going to be...
It's going to be great, yeah.
Awesome. And if you don't agree, like, sorry, you're miserable.
Don't watch. Turn the volume down and watch no sound.
I don't know what else to tell you. I'm going to enjoy it. I can't wait for it to happen.
Yeah, turn the volume down, watch no sound. Who? It's like, is it Marshawn Lynch that's doing Amazon Prime? Is he the one doing sports on Prime?
I thought, yeah, maybe.
And he said he's probably not going to play because they're going to pay him a lot of money to do it. So money talks, guys, and Tom Brady's ready to go.
Listen. Also, 10 years, $375 million. Are you kidding? Yeah, you could ask me to go sit on top of the Empire State Building and try not to fall off for that amount of money, and I'd be like, yeah, okay.
See, that can tie in with the Baker Mayfield thing that I said the other day, because Pro Football Talk made a tweet and they were like, Baker Mayfield is being held hostage. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen against a human in my life. I need to find the exact quote.
Dramatic, first of all.
It was very, and I said, you can pay me $18 million to not work. Really quick update. The tweet I read earlier about the Baker Mayfield protest. Someone just tweeted at me, if Browns fans have anything over any fan base, they can mobilize parades and protests better than anyone. Again?
No. It's not real.
But thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Solid.
So, would you not work for $18 million?
Oh, hell yeah. Are you kidding? I wouldn't work for probably $50,000.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have a price, and the price isn't very high.
It's not that high. Like, I have no problem with just doing anything else sometimes than having to have responsibilities and due dates and things like that. Like, yeah, you want to pay me $18.5 million not to work when my work is playing a child's game?
Me up. Okay, I'll read it to you. Another quick Baker Mayfield update. The Baker Mayfield situation is the latest litmus test for separating those who view pro football players as human beings from those who view pro football players as property.
Okay, well,
there's problems with that. He has a contract. It's a contract here. It's a business.
So Mike Florio, if you are watching, I disagree with everything you just said. First of all, yeah, he signed a contract. This is how they work. You sign a contract with any kind of employer, whether you're going to work at Stop and Shop or you're going to play in the NFL. That's just the way the workforce is, no matter what. Secondly, they have avenues in which they can get rid of him, whether they release him, find somebody that might be dumb enough to trade. So no, he's not being held hostage. Also, the fact that he's still available for either of those scenarios shows that maybe he's not as good as everybody thinks. And that's why he's still available. So no, he's not being held hostage. He just stinks.
And he's going to make a lot of money this season. $18 million is enough to never work again.
That if somebody came to my front door right now, knocked on it and said, hey, Brianna, here's a check for $18.5 million. Go do whatever the hell you want with it.
You can't work, but you can do anything else. Like, you can do something else.
I would go live in Italy for the summer and leave my computer and my phone and everything behind and just live off of that money in Italy, probably for as long as I possibly could, and then stay there. That's that kind of money.
He could boo me at this desk for that money.
Baker Mayfield could fly to Italy with me and boo me as I walk around the streets for that kind of money. Like, give me a break. So I can't wait for this story to finally come to an end because it's so obnoxious. The whole thing.
I don't think it ever will. It just seems like it's never going to.
You're just stuck limbo.
I feel like I went to, when it all first started happening, when he tweeted out all this stuff, I went to Columbus for the weekend, like Columbus, Ohio. Mm-hmm. I'm going to Columbus, Ohio this weekend. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it'll all end this weekend.
Maybe every time you go to Columbus,
something's going to happen. So we will see. Man.
I don't know. I saw a report the other day that the Panthers aren't totally out now on trading for him. It's just like not a priority or whatever. Like at this point, man, just say you don't want him and be done with it.
Right. It just makes it easier for everybody else.
I'm really interested though, because you've got, mini camps starting 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a little bit more, mid-June, whatever.
Yeah.
Is he going to show up?
See, I don't know. I feel like if he shows up, they might cut him.
Okay. I mean, isn't that what he wants?
Right. I mean, that's why he would show up, I think, because
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think that
Okay, okay, okay.
they would want him in the locker room at all, nor the
But then
facility at all.
why not just cut him now then?
They're just
Unless they
trying to,
really think somebody is going to trade for him
I don't
but
know,
at this
maybe
point,
like
I feel like
maybe someone
that
gets
ship has
hurt.
sailed.
Maybe someone gets hurt and they need a quarterback.
Yeah, maybe.
Who's
Yeah, but
I don't know.
if I was him, I would feel really shitty if that was where I was at, where people only want me if their quarterback goes down.
Well, he has to know, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you see this comment? Baker Mayfield
Yeah,
has
I
all the
see
leverage
this.
in this situation.
Um,
I feel like
I don't
I feel like he doesn't have any,
I don't think he's got any leverage at all.
because what's the leverage? Him leaving the team? Where's he gonna go?
And why would that wouldn't hurt? The only reason that would hurt the Browns is like if they had to eat that money, which yeah, okay, that would suck, but you can get over that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got any leverage at all, man. The fate of his future rests in the hands of Barry and all those guys and whatever the hell they want to do with him.
I think he lost all of his leverage when he sent his little goodbye note before they even got a quarterback. Okay, let me ask you a question on something else, because I've seen a lot of this week, and I don't really know why people are saying this, because I feel like I wouldn't do this in this situation. Okay. So a lot of people are saying that they should have gotten rid of Baker Mayfield before getting a different quarterback. I feel like you just don't. You shouldn't do that, because what if it falls through and you don't get someone else to replace him? And then what do you do then? You're kind of in a stuck situation.
Yeah, I mean, what if this Deshaun Watson deal went through and then the next day Goodell did the right thing and said, "Oh, he's suspended for X amount of games," right? And then you have Jacoby Brissett as your starting quarterback.
Yeah,
and
you didn't even have him then either. Yeah, people are saying that they should have gotten rid of Baker Mayfield before that, and I don't think that's the case, because even if you're starting the talks of it, you do not get rid of him until you can. And also,
that's odd. That's an
they
odd take.
They were probably thinking that the Texans were gonna take him, but they said no. We like Davis better.
Yeah, well, that in and of itself is just insane.
Yeah,
but it's not like they can't afford to take on the rest of his deal, especially if the Browns are going to pay like $10 million of it.
Right. If we continue some Browns talk, I tweeted, who do you think is going to win the AFC North? Like, I mean, this is early predictions, but if you had to say, who would you say would win the AFC North? I think there's layers to it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still going to say the Bengals for right now, just because I still think that there is a good chance Deshaun Watson gets suspended.
I don't think he's getting suspended. I really don't.
Deep in my heart, I don't think so either, because I know this league, and I know that they refuse to do the right thing. But like, I'm holding out hope for that, and maybe they'll surprise us.
I think that they will suspend him eventually, but I don't think it's going to be this year.
That would be wild.
I don't think it's going to be this year, because none of his cases are going to go to anything until next July.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. So you might have a point.
So
that sucks.
But who's to say? Who's to say?
Yeah.
I am not in charge, so I don't really know. But that's what the information is out there, and that's what it's looking like so far.
I think I would still say the Bengals for right now. I'm not sold on the Ravens at all. I still don't know how I feel about Lamar. I really don't.
I would go. I'm going to go with the Ravens. I'm going to go with the Ravens because with Lamar, they were 8-2, and then he got injured. He didn't play. Things kind of went downhill. Half of their team was also injured. They're getting everybody back. The AFC North was a toss-up until the very last week. They were in first place, and then they ended up last within half of a week. So I'm going to go Ravens for now.
I don't know. Like, it's not that I don't like him. It's just from a strictly like football perspective, talent perspective, it's like some days I lean to the side of, oh yeah, that's the MVP. Yeah. That's that guy. And then there are other days where I'm over here and I'm like,
he throws 4 interceptions.
Yeah, I don't see it. Like, It's just not doing it for me. So, and I feel like also, I know I'm not the only one because I've seen other people, have this opinion throughout the various NFL people that I come in contact with, just doing what we do for work and everything. But it's maybe just a tad alarming that we're going into year 4 for him, and like some people still feel this way. Like, well, that too.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
I think Lamar should go to the NFC. I think he should say, I'm going to the NFC. I feel like he would have more success there. Less QBs, could be one of the best. And I feel like the Ravens are in a spot where they don't know what they're going to do either.
Where do you think he would be a good fit, though? I had an idea. Maybe Seattle.
Seattle could work. Maybe when Carson Wentz stinks it up.
Ooh, I think I like Seattle. Him and DK would be fun, and I think
they would be a good time.
I think Seattle needs, regardless of who's at quarterback, they needed to revamp that offensive line, and I think if they wanted to keep to an offense that they're familiar with having a mobile quarterback, and then losing Russ and everything, that would be a real nice addition. But it seems like Seattle's okay with rolling out Drew Lock. So
anything for some picks.
The Red Sox have a lead.
Wow.
What the hell is happening? What's going on?
It's a big day.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, at least, one of the teams is doing okay right now. But if I know this Red Sox team this year, that they're going to end up losing like 9-3. So.
Well, we're off to a good start, so we'll just stick with that. Okay, another tweet I pulled like 3 tweets just so we could take these and clip these. So this is my next one.
Okay.
You have to start, bench, and cut one. It's Jamar Chase.
I like these.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and DK. I know who I'm going to cut already.
Me too.
DK's got to
I'm starting Jamar, benching JJ, and cutting DK. He can go play in the Canadian League.
Yeah, DK, you got to go. I'm going to go Justin Jefferson. Okay. Jamar, DK, see ya. But I feel like both of those are good choices. I feel like they did DK dirty by putting him into that situation.
Yeah.
That's kind of messed up.
I think it's like a real big one of these things are not like the other.
Right, and he's just standing in a room that he shouldn't be in.
Yeah, there's something about Jamar. I think he's just so damn cool, and his talent is off the charts. And I would love him if he was on the Patriots. That would be so fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be great. But no, we're not doing that. We're drafting receivers from Baylor. When's the last time that worked out? So.
Yeah, I could. Nope, don't know.
The answer is Josh Gordon, and if that's the worked out we're going for,
that's what I was talking about.
Not great.
Yeah. So, I mean, it could have been anywhere. It's Johnny Manziel and him together. Unbelievable.
That was like the peak, I think, of the Browns, that they were like the badass boys with those two.
I just think it's like AFC North. Everybody in the AFC North is a little violent. Like, do you ever see those TikToks about the AFC North?
I watched that game where Perfect absolutely just knocked out Antonio Brown, and I was
right. And you had Juju having that happen to him. You had Antonio Brown hitting our kicker in the head with his foot. Myles Garrett with the helmet.
Oh,
Speaking
of kickers, before we. Oh, hello. She woke up from her nap, little dog. Before we wrap up, did you see that Josh Lambo is suing the Jaguars for, I think it said emotional distress because of what happened when Urban kicked him and everything?
Good, as you should.
That's like the best thing I've seen all day. And the The fact that Urban Meyer is going to get dragged into court. Are you kidding me right now? He's going to get dragged into court for this.
It was only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. He probably has way more things that have happened in his life that are going to come to light eventually. So it's just good practice to start now.
I think the tweet I saw, like it said the settlement details, like what he was like looking for financially to get. That I don't think it was a lot. I think it was like maybe like 50K, 60K. Not enough. Take him for everything he's worth. He's a jerk.
Okay, last thing I have for you. I posted a tweet that said, you couldn't pay me enough to be a fan of. Who are the teams that you couldn't pay me enough to be a fan of? I have a few. I'll start right off. Oklahoma. You could never pay me to be an Oklahoma fan. You can never pay me to go to Oklahoma. I'm never going to that state ever in my life.
I've got
Don't
quite
care.
a few.
Cross it off. Steelers. See ya.
Yep.
Not going to happen. You couldn't pay me enough to be a Browns fan without being born into it. I'll add that one to that too. Because that is not a choice. You're forced.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's probably that's to my extent. I would say that's all I got.
My number one is obviously the Yankees. Never in a million years. There's not enough money in the world.
I would add the Yankees. Yeah, screw them and their stupid beer cans and their stupid field. But there's
it's like a fucking mausoleum. There's not enough money in the world.
No,
I don't care. Number two has quickly become the Buffalo Bills. Before,
really quick.
What happened?
Please look at the score.
What score? What happened? What? Did they hit a grand slam?
I mean, we're just giving out grand slams every day of the week.
What's happening right now?
I don't know.
Raffy Devers grand slam. Okay, he's back in the number 2 spot.
Whoa.
He's back.
Dang. See, we just had to talk about Josh Naylor grand slam, and then we're just bringing the good vibes to everybody.
That's it. Holy guacamole. Okay.
At least you got it in like the second inning. I had to watch mine at 1:00 in the morning. And I just started the game, yeah.
That's the thing about living on the West Coast that I have learned to absolutely fall in love with is the fact that
be nice.
These games right now start for everybody back home at 7:00.
Yeah.
4 for me. I can watch it and then go on like about my night. I can watch this and then make dinner afterwards and not be exhausted. Like any
game after like 8:00 kind of low key sucks.
Yeah.
Any game starting at 10, no shot. I'm gonna make it.
Especially when it's like, I feel like this happens a lot in the NBA when the Western Conference matchups are super fun in the playoffs and the tip-off's not until like 9:30.
Yeah.
Like you expect me to stay up for this entire thing?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, we did it.
Bills
wait, I have to go back to my list.
You were gonna say
Before
the Bills.
We get off. The Bills.
Come on.
Before, you couldn't pay me enough to be a fan of them because they absolutely sucked. The team was terrible. They were the laughingstock of not only our division, but the entire league.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can't pay me to be a fan of them because they have become the most obnoxious fan base in the NFL that has not won a damn thing. But
they have some hope. They have some hope.
They have hope. Hope is great. Hope is an awesome thing to have. I'm happy they have hope. Do not talk to me about winning anything because you have not yet. Josh Allen, great. He's the next best thing. That's awesome. Fabulous. Happy for you. He hasn't won a damn thing. Shut up. He may go on to win more Super Bowls than Tom Brady. Probably not, but who knows?
He will not do that. I don't think anybody ever will. However, come on, Josh Allen. You can do it. He can do one. I feel like Josh Allen's max is one.
I don't think so. I don't think he's going to win any. I think he's going to go full Tony Romo.
Josh Allen will win 1. Joe Burrow will win 0.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be the other way around. I
don't think the Bengals will ever go to the Super Bowl ever again with Joe Burrow.
I don't know. They beefed up that offensive line.
I'm so out on them. I'm so done with them. I'm out. No more Bengals. You couldn't pay me enough to be a Bengals fan.
What else? I said Yankees, Bills. Let's go
Maybe-
NBA, Sixers. Sixers, I hate them. Lakers too. Just as a strictly like Celtics Lakers thing.
Yeah.
But
if you asked me this like
a
couple years ago, I would say Warriors, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
And
then hockey, I know as a Bruins fan, I'm not supposed to like the Montreal Canadiens, and I don't. The Toronto Maple Leafs, if they never ever win a Stanley Cup again, I will die happy. I will be so happy that the team, the fan base, the entire organization, like just trash.
I would
trash
say you
all
couldn't
around.
pay me enough to be a Michael Jordan fan. I would add that one. Never gonna happen. Not gonna do it.
I was gonna say really, but then the LeBron thing.
Yeah, never gonna do it. Can't. I haven't even watched his documentary. I refuse.
Really?
I'm that big of a hater. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good though.
I know. I don't want it to be good. I don't want to enjoy it.
Oh man,
I'm that big of a hater.
And
then I quoted it and I said, I had a food take. And I said, you couldn't pay me enough to be a fan of eggs. Eggs are the worst food to ever exist.
I'm with you on that one.
They are scary and disgusting. If you like them, though, good for you.
Sometimes I try. Sometimes I'll go out to breakfast and like I'll look at like a breakfast burrito or like a skillet or something that has scrambled eggs in it. And I'm like, I go, this looks really good. And I get it. And then
it freaks me out.
I pick around the eggs.
Yeah.
And then, other than that, the only time I would think I would ever eat eggs is if I am severely hungover and the only thing that can fix me is a bacon, egg, and cheese. And even then, like, I don't like it.
The only time
I'm forcing myself at that point.
Is hibachi fried rice.
Yeah.
That's my max.
Yeah, because you don't even know it's there.
Right, that's my max. Okay, and that's all I got. That's all I got for that one.
That's it. I completely agree. Completely. Eggs are gross. And there's no reason. There's no reason. What else? The Bruins are down 2-0. The second period's about to start. This is going to be this one's gonna be a lot. So maybe this is the time to cut this thing off for the day.
This is our time to go, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for chatting with us. The Red Sox are crushing it. We hope the Guardians can do the same. If Josh Naylor gets hit, I'm pulling up to Southside and I'm going to let that old man know.
Also, to everybody in the chat who was a newbie today, I noticed that there was like 4 or 5 of you. Thank you.
Seriously,
welcome.
Thank you so
Hope
much.
you enjoyed yourselves. Hope we see you back here again next week.
We have one more thing.
This is the first time.
One more thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
contest. We have a contest. You can win money.
Yeah. So what we're doing is for the NBA games tomorrow, we are doing a daily fantasy thing where you build lineups between the Celtics game, so Celtics Bucks, and then Warriors Grizz, and whoever
play against us
wins.
Probably.
Yeah,
you can win money and it's for free.
I believe there's 15 winners. All 15 win some amount of money, but first prize, what was it? $30?
I think.
Let me
so.
just
The
double check
link will
so
be.
I don't provide
We're gonna post
info.
it tomorrow. We'll both post it. We'll post it on the account. You'll see it. If you guys want to beat us, try us. I've been doing okay at Daily Fantasy. I played one for 5 cents and I won $5. So
all right, so let me read the part that everybody cares about, and that's the money part. At the end of the second game, the top 15 finishers will win money, with first place taking home $30. Total prize pool is $100. So even if you do not come in first, if you are top 15, you take something home. It may be 10 cents, but that's 10 cents more than you had when we started this whole thing. And the best part is entry is free. So come play against us. Yeah. And good luck. Except I hope I win. So, but yeah, so we'll get all that info posted tomorrow. So be on the lookout from both our personal pages and the pod page. And with that being said, I'm going to go yell at my TV. So, and I'm going to catch you guys next week. Prep to yell at mine. So see you guys. There you go. Bye.